Before I go in this video, I have to give a heads up. When I recorded this, I accidentally had my cords, like my microphone cords, too close to my power cord, so there's a loud humming the whole video. And this is a first reactions video, so I can't go redo a first reaction. So if you want to stick through it, I have a lot of good feedback and a lot of good notes throughout this, but there is a loud humming. I also noticed that when I'm recording through OBS that the gameplay is out of sync. Obviously the montage itself is not out of sync, and you can look at the actual montage down in the description. Please check it out. But in this video, the montage is out of sync. So I had two issues, which I made big mistakes. You should have tested before. This is why you always test your setup. Test it every time. But here's the video. Sorry for the loud humming and that it's out of sync on the gameplay. Hopefully you can get through it. All right, hey everyone. I meant to do this a while ago, but I've been pretty caught up with things. And this is going to be the first time I'm watching Eli X's Halo 3 PC montage. This is edited by DoubleAA. So my friend Aaron, if you can think of a name for this black cat, let me know. This cat won't get off my lap, so she's just going to have to stay here. Every time I take her off, she jumps back on my lap, so she's going to be part of this. I don't know if you can see her. Either way, this is going to be my first reaction. I'm just going to be commenting and giving feedback mainly on... Well, I'll be getting feedback on the editing, but I'll be commenting on everything I see that I like. So yeah, let's just dive into it, and here is my first reaction and feedback. Yours too? Do you see? The other cat's over there. He doesn't care. He's not a Halo 3 fan, I guess. Ow! So let's dive into it. Ow. Is it the cord? Ow, what the fuck? Okay, I failed to do this in one take. Cats are somewhere where they cannot scratch me. Nice, so he's masked around this here. Has the depth of field going on with rain in the background. First thing that pops out to me, the editor in me, is that you didn't mask this spot in the pillar. So I would just... I mean, you might have missed it, but next time just pay attention. You got everything masked, especially because those are pretty simple masks there. What's he got written in here? Eli X, he's got a bunch. I'd say this text is a little off the perspective of the wall, but that's okay. This one's perfect. I like the lightning. That was good. I like this part. This is good. That was good too, bringing it back. Alright, they're playing it epic. They got a panther. Part reminded me of a local. This guy that used to edit back in the day. Do a lot of stuff to Biggie, and the kind of color correction here and just the way those cut to the beat, very similar. The motion blur seems a little strong for me. We used to get a lot of where the HUD itself is blurring, which obviously wouldn't be happening normally. I would say just tone down the motion blur a bit, or the real smart motion blur, but I'm liking the style and the flow so far. And I like when you do that. So I'm bringing it back a few frames. I forgot I could just go frame by frame. I like the touch of going out of focus and bringing it back. I love doing that too. If you want to take it to the next level, actually I don't think you really need to here, but sometimes I'll roto the gun out so the background goes out of focus but the gun doesn't. The only thing that makes it weird is obviously parts of the HUD are then going to be out of focus, and then this part of the HUD that the gun is, or that's over top of the gun, would not be. That's something I've played around with my new montage. Okay, like the flow on that was sick. Let me bring it back here. Yeah, okay, that was sick. That kind of brought the epicness down, but the flow was still sick there. I love your syncing of the gun reloading or the gun kind of cocking right on the beat. The Halo 3 gun just sounds awesome. I still use a lot of the Halo 3 gun sound effects in like Halo 5 montages of like reloads and stuff. Especially like the Spartan kill sound effects are all like Halo 3, Halo Reach ones still. I'd like a little more color, but I mean, this is your style. Or this is the style of the montage, I should say, the theme. Just personal preference. That was fucking clean. There's a lot of different color and saturation stuff going on here. If it's the flow of it or the theme, I keep saying the flow, but I mean the theme of it. Not a personal favorite, but I mean it's working for the style. I don't want to keep ragging on it, but I would say because this is PC footage, you clearly all have like really high quality footage. I would love to see it almost like sharper and more saturated and colorful, because a lot of the old montages are obviously like lower quality because the Xbox 360, they weren't on PC, they didn't have this like nice these nice pixels, so that's why they were kind of stylish and artsy a lot more. I would like, because this is like really high quality footage and it's all PC, all 60 FPS, for it to be a little less motion blur and a little less dull in the colors. Just a thing personally. I mean, we're two different editors, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that was sick. You see how the King of the Hill thing is coming towards him, and right when it gets to his head, he snaps and shoots. I would say that's accidental, but I mean, it's accidental happening in the map, but it's edited well. Your slow motion's perfect. Love it. You got a really good flow of going fast to slow when and not making it like too obvious. I have a problem, especially my new montage, where I'm syncing everything to the beat, and it's just super obvious. It's like ding, beat, ding, beat, ding, beat, and the gunshot, ding, ding, ding. Yours is flowing much better. I want to see what you did here. Frame by frame, this whips up. I like that. And then it just turns on. I actually kind of like that. Yeah, that's awesome. I might steal that. Ooh, I paused. I should have let it flow. Oh man, you got these 3D models. Oh no, man, you should have hit me up. I can get you really nice ones. Yo, check this out real quick. Let me load this bad boy up. I could have got you like, I paid for this 3D artist. I don't know if you saw my video where he created 3D models for me. And I got like the Halo 3 ones made. Can I load it here quickly on my other screen? One sec. So I paid this guy. He made 2 different versions. Well, I actually paid 2 guys to get 2 different versions. You could have grabbed, I guess just free if you watch my YouTube video. I think you just type in the word Halo or something, and these are free to download. I really wish people would use these, because they're I mean, I'd say they're high quality. They're simple objects, but man, I really wanted to see these in montages. Hit me up, Aaron. If not, I can link you to them. I mean, there's nothing wrong with these ones. I just really want to see those like super high quality ones I paid for in there, you know? All right, let's go. I like the idea. That's sick. That same thing I've used in the Halo 5 montage too, where it goes across. I'm actually working on another one in Halo 5 montage doing that. I love it. I love the focus. He's praying for the stick to land or what? At all costs, my dad is telling me don't stress, go across. I got you, pop, love kidder, my Negro. Somebody better save them, God. Shows got Mesky, he stayed on his job. The leader of the delinquents. Yeah, this really reminds me of the old local edits. Everything there exactly. Oh, I like the colors, how you did that right on there. Let's break it down. I'm not sure exactly what you did there. It looks like just a lot of different effects applied together, but either way, I like it a lot. Oh, what the heck are these clips? Ooh, I like that angle. Oh, then see, we were colorful and saturated, which is what I was hoping. He teased me so good. I thought it was gonna, like, the rest of the video was gonna be like, that was some damage there, but it was gonna be like this saturated. Looks like that, even super out of focus. I like how that looks. I haven't watched Montage in a while, but this is amazing, Aaron. This is like a I always liked your stuff, but this one's like pretty up there for me. Like I think you've improved a lot, and this is looking great. The flow, especially, the flow is unreal, which is the most important. Alright, well, you know I'm gonna break that down. I should have let it finish first. We'll let it finish first. Yeah, I love that. So obviously I had access to the actual files to do some of this, but I like the he hits it and it switches to the POV, or not the POV, sorry, switches to the back of him, then it goes to the POV. Obviously, like I said, you have the actual files to bring this in like that. That was awesome. A lot of times when people do like these anime lines or these lines where it shows people face-offs, I mean, you didn't do it in a face-off here, you did it as just like a single guy and it cutting in. But a lot of times, at least for myself personally, I find it never works. I may even mention this in another montage. I've tried it a few times and I'd love it to work, but I think I mentioned it in the Silly Goose one actually, where I thought that part didn't work, and this one it works. I like the red. That was awesome. One thing I will note, I mean, I'm pretty far in now. Because this is all on PC, I would have liked if you used the tools that were available on PC a lot more. Not just like the depth of field thing that I showed off with NVIDIA, but if you go into Reshader, Lalo, or Muggsy has shown me a ton of tools, and people have seen a lot of edits now where you can literally almost do anything with it. Like you make the whole background green screen, you can do tons of crazy depth of field. I don't know how much access you, I was gonna say how many access to files, but that doesn't really matter. As long as you're on PC, you can do this stuff, and I'm really hoping in Infinite they're gonna have these kind of mods and tools available. Let's see, like we'll cut when it goes to an angle here. My mouse just in the screen the whole time. Come on, man. I see right here. There's no depth of field, so the only thing I would have changed is this sick. I love the angle. I love the dynamicness of it. I was gonna say it. So it's slanted. Obviously, it looks cool, better than regular angle, and it's doing a slight rotate, which is, I mean, I always promote. But all you have to do is turn on Reshade or turn on NVIDIA GeForce, like F3, bring up the filters, and the background here would just be out of focus, and it would look a touch better. And that touch makes a big difference when you start adding all these things together. So I'm also a sucker for shallow depth of field and everything being out of focus and crazy bokeh in the background, which I'm sure a lot of people are. But I would say for the next one, especially because it's on PC, and I know if it's on PC, you have access to these tools, these free tools. I would like to see you dive into that, preferably on your next one, but obviously on your next one, whatever you're working on next. So any editors out there, look up Reshade or Reshader, look up the mods, or the mods that you can do within MCC, and hopefully any other games you're editing as well.
Carry you to safety, lead you to peace, run you into the clouds to hide you.
Now we're somewhere else.
I will carry you.
You create all this in 3D? Nice. See, there's depth of field there. See what I'm saying? This is a different shot, but dude, man, this is out of focus. Obviously, you physically had this piece separate than that, so you could just do it easily, but Reshader would allow you to do that with the angles. Or like I even use NVIDIA. Stuff simple, super simple. And look how, if that tree was in focus, it would take away from the impact and our focus on this, right? Like it would just be a bunch of noise almost.
If you're able, trust me when the ground shakes and when the earth is stable, because I will carry you.
Oh, it's a wolf. I thought a panther earlier. That's how lost I am. I don't know why this is. I like this a lot. Really far out on Snowbound. I always wondered how people got out of the maps like that. We're using this song. Ooh, this shot's, damn. Getting out of the maps is so cool. Like, you can do all this crazy stuff. No, not do all this crazy stuff. You can get these sick angles that no one has seen before. Like, that looks awesome. That's in the map, but you know what I'm saying. Some Mac Miller going. Oh, I never thought of this song for a montage before. I like that too, man. I'll be honest, when I first started this YouTube channel, I broke down a few people's montages. I never uploaded them. And one of them was Aaron, so DoubleAA, the editor here. He sent it to me. And this is a long, well, I feel like it was like 2 years ago now, right, Aaron? I feel like it was a long time ago. And you notice, obviously, I never uploaded anything. But I actually did record it and go through it. I just wasn't happy with the way I was critiquing things. And one of the biggest notes I gave you back then, because I remember it, was a lot of your effects pulled away from, I wouldn't say the professionalism, but the standard of quality that the rest of the montage had. I know a lot of people love the really artsy, fun, feel-good effects. You're seeing now in this montage competition, a lot of people are going for what they view as creative, even if it's not like well done, because people prefer that creative stuff. When I'm obviously the guy who likes it very analytical and standard, like what's good, or what's good is good. And you're doing, what I've noticed here is evolve from a lot of this artsy stuff that I thought needed a little bit more polish to make it really work, to now this, which is that polish, and it is hitting those standards that I always had for you. So this is awesome, because I was even just going to break down, like, some people might view that as like not a professional transition, but it works perfectly. You even follow the focus. So people as editors, I have several videos on this, but it's all about leading the eye, right? So we're looking at the gun here. This is a very important part. I wish I didn't do this so far into the recap, because I feel like I lost a lot of people who was watching this because it's been so long. It's been like 15 minutes. All right, so let's just pay attention where your eye goes, and then I'm going to break it down. All right, you see all that? Now I'm going to use my mouse to show where I think your eye is the whole time. And then watch how he's leading it. He's leading your eye. Okay, my mouse like slipped sideways. All right, I'm doing it slower. So you're looking straight in the middle, obviously, because crosshair's there, and the guy happens to be there. And when he hits that whip, when he hits that shot, he whips it. When he hits that whip, it goes up, and your eye is kind of following the gun here. It's like right around here, right around here. He's bringing it back, and then boom, he brings it to this guy. So you're here, it flows over to here. Then as it's going, it flows this way, and he kind of brings it right to the middle again, right where the guy's about to get shot. So it goes snap up, whip, shoot. So my mouse is a little off on the positioning. You can see he's just leading the eye, so let me back it up. And I guarantee, as Aaron was doing this, he didn't break it down the way I just did there, but he's a good editor, and he can feel like that flows well. And even subconsciously, you're like noticing, you're connecting these dots. I know I do this all the time where I'm like, this doesn't work, then it works. Then after I break it down, why did it work? And I see I floated. I led the eye better. I directed the way I wanted it to go. It's cutting on action. All these things together really show you a level of polish and just professionalism that an editor has.
You can love it, you can leave it. This ain't nothing without it. Don't let them keep you down. What if I don't need it? There's something about it. And it just frees me out. I just want another minute with it. Fuck a little what's the use? Never superficial, you won't know it when it hits you. Get a little sentimental when I'm off the juice.
I'm just seeing what this line was on the side as I lose my voice. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, we colder than the breeze, but the breeze ain't blowing like me.
I kind of dig how the scope like slides on, has like its own transition, and then it just cuts on. I guess you have a frame or two of it popping out. I didn't even notice. But the other one just cut on. I didn't mind it either.
Colder than the breeze, but the breeze ain't flowing like me, motherfucker.
I hate this map so much.
You don't need to holler. Yeah. And I can show you how it seems, what it is, what it truly might be. Nothing that you know of. You don't need to holler.
Dinos.
I'm so above and beyond. You take drugs to make it up, way up where we on. Space shuttle Elon. Time we don't waste much. Fuck when we wake up and I have her sang just like Celine Dion. Catch me
I like
if
the
you
camera
can,
shake
but
there.
You never catch me. Damn. Whole lot of yes I am.
See, now I don't want to bring it back down again, but this is what I'm talking about. What I would have gave notes on in the video from 2 years ago is I like the idea. I like that it's different, it's creative, it's your own style. But I would have liked if you took this, exactly what you had here, say this was your storyboard for the idea. And you use that to spend an extra several hours or several minutes, depending on how long it takes, to polish it a little better. Do I know exactly what that means? No, a lot of trial and error, playing around with what flows and feels a little better. Maybe you could have this build itself as it pops out with a slight white opaque background, and then it says damn and black, and it like builds itself, so it's like damn. That's just the first thing that comes to mind, and that probably wouldn't work. You just have to test it and see if it does. But I just think this needed a little bit more time to bring it up to the quality that the rest of this video has been so far. As in, I'll just be blunt. As I'm watching, I think this is really good. This is your best edit, at least that I've seen. And as soon as that hits me as a red flag, as it's a... I don't want to say brings down the quality of everything, but it just really stood out to me. You even do like a nice camera zoom in there, and like I know that's a subtle thing, but that really makes helps sell it. I'm struggling to speak today, and I think this effect could work too. Do I know exactly how? Like I said, I'm not too sure, but that it just stands out to me. And I don't know. I like that. That shit flowed. It was nice. The colors are coming in. The flow is amazing. It's just some little things, which, I mean, are part of your style, and some people have that style. But I think you take that and maybe the other one earlier that had Eli actually talking, you take those as the concepts, and those are like you're pitching that. And then you just spend a few hours polishing and trial and error to make it higher quality, or like flow and smooth a little. Flow is not the right word. Just like a little more polish on it.
Plane already left and the jet don't land. Here the time is ticking, could take a back.
Ooh, I like that transition.
I'm talking fly, got a pilot with it. Can I mind my business? Why you tripping? Give me something that your eyes can witness.
I like that angle. That was nice.
Too close. I don't understand why you're doing the most. I'm doing the most.
Sounds a little out of sync there.
You can love it, you can leave it.
Oh, you tricked me. I thought with this one, the way it's scoped in, he was going to snipe him. Oh, I should have went frame by frame.
You can leave it. Just say nothing.
It's a long video, and it's edited very well the entire time. The flow holds up the entire time. The flow hasn't broken down once.
Just freeze me out.
Love when the body flips like that when they snipe him. Oh, I like that too. Just tripping out. See, like, I think that worked very well, and it's the same kind of style as what we were talking about earlier. I think that worked perfect. Like, the volume's going up, he's saying turn it up, the colors are there, it's doing the still like cartoony effects that you are known for, or I've seen at least in that other video I was breaking down, and you did twice earlier, and this one really worked for me. I don't know what it is. It might be the slight flow of it moving. There's just a bit more there. It's a bit more polished than what there was on the one before. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, I'ma give you what you came for. Yeah, shit, I work too hard to have a clue who you are. Set the bar so far, but Paul, we can parlay all day. Crib long range with the yard. I know I should probably pray more, but you gotta love me. Cause I say that they spend money. When I had nothing, shit, it wasn't so funny. Made a promise to the homies, nobody go hungry. Look how far we came. Still they throwing dirt on my name, but it never worried my brain.
The Halo 3 sniper sounds so good. I'm editing a Halo 5 one obviously right now for Frosty.
left
God, it just doesn't sound as good.
I'm up 30,000 miles plus change. Been a while, but I'm down till I'm out.
I like all the subtle effects. Like none of them are pulling away from me. They're all like working together. Northern Lights? Yeah, I don't know how you did that. Unless it's in the map and I'm completely forgetting. Shine effect. There's a lot. This is a trip right here. A dino. That'll always be funny. Just a dino on screen for some reason. Everyone's wearing white. Oh, there's a blue guy. I love that. What the heck? Why do I love that? Take that another minute, like cutting it in. Another minute. Yeah, and see, the thing that would make it better is the background would be completely out of focus using reshade or NVIDIA. And that's just like a little cherry on top. 10% better. Anything that's 10% better slowly keeps getting polished. But on its own, like, I don't know, that might be my favorite part of the whole thing. I don't know why. Yeah, I think that's my favorite part. But I do love this song anyways. So I'm biased. Oh, did he actually jump off it or miss it? So I don't know why, but every time he says off the juice, I just kind of want one of your effects where you did like the turn it up with something to do with juice. I don't know why. I think he jumped, I can't tell. Ooh, I actually like that there was no sniper sound effect there. That's some good editing, he knows. I leave the mouse in the middle again. I am ruining the YouTube experience. I'm blind.
Do I have talent, Dad?
Of course you have talent. You got all the talent in the world.
Can I be a baseball player?
You can be anything you want to be. Remember, the saddest thing in life is wasted talent. You could have
I don't know
all
what
the
that's
talent
from.
in the world, but if you don't do the right thing, then nothing happens. But when you do right, guess what? That's what things happen. You hear me? You hear me?
This is in between songs, or this the rest of this credits? We actually did a Biggie song after I talked about it being edited like local with who always does stuff to Biggie. Yeah, that had to be your inspiration. There's no way. Well, it's not Biggie. Wow, I just suck. I suck. It sounded like Biggie at the beginning. You gotta admit that. It did. It did sound like Biggie at the beginning. Let's bring it back. Bring it back. Come on. I don't suck that much. Just someone saying "yeah" in a deep voice. I think it's Biggie. Hey, the beat sounds like it too. Come on. Right? That first, yeah, that sounds like Biggie. I was thinking you were breaking these as medals. Do you think other people notice that these are medals? It was double kill, triple kill. I didn't notice that earlier. I just noticed that now. Little Easter eggs for you guys. Just a bunch of billionaires there.
Woke up, couldn't remember what my dream was, but it was probably the same one where I'm sitting at an easel in the rain with a masterpiece, trying not to let the paint run.
Another note I'll give, and this is something I personally do, and I don't think other people need to do it, but I find, especially with a longer video like this, when the song changes, there's usually a different theme, or maybe not an overall theme, but like a subtle theme change. And one of the ways I do that is I make the color correction slightly different to match the new song. This does match it, and you're keeping your theme consistent, which is fair. But someone who's watching like a long video might click off if it's like very similar the entire time. So that's why I like to have those like switch ups to like keep people's attention and to mix it up so it doesn't feel, I wouldn't say boring, but feel as repetitive.
It ain't really nothing new, cousin bare knuckle boxer with the snooze button, but he never stays down.
But again, this just reminds me of Locals so much. If you haven't seen Locals edits, then no, you have. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, there's definitely no way. Oh, he was a huge inspiration of mine for a long time. I loved his edit. This shot is the second best or the first best cinematic of the whole thing. Yeah. I don't know, Guardian looks so cool like that too. Yeah, this is an amazing cinematic.
again. Straighten out
I wish I could do cinematics like that.
Trying to swallow my pride, but going out of my mind. Taking orders from motherfuckers I'm older than. Lunch break, come back to make chump change. Starting to feel like I'm running out of some days.
The flow is so good, Aaron.
My love letter with no reply. Close my eyes and imagine. What if anything?
Did you just hit me with that color? Come on. After I've been complaining about the color the whole time?
No reply, close my eyes and imagine. What if anything could really happen? What if daydreams was everlasting?
I'll shut up and take back everything I said. He did exactly what I was saying. I swear I have not seen any of this before. I've been saving it. Even talked to Eli and told him I was saving to do this video. There's... Okay, so there, he has reshade right here, or he has NVIDIA filters on, because see how the background's out of focus. So he was doing it later here, which is nice. But you can see the big difference, like, this just looks clean and professional. Like, you could wallpaper this, you wouldn't, because there's a lot of motion going on, but... He looks like he's playing with the dolly maybe here, I'm not too sure. Okay, now it looks like he's definitely playing with the dolly here. What's that guy doing? You like how he says out of the fishbowl and he snipes. It's not the fishbowl helmet, but it's like the second most like bug eye fishbowl-y helmet. That's pretty good. Jumped right out of the fishbowl and into the deep blue. But then I go letting my mind get ahead of me, swimming in the rainy day reverie. Clock out. We go back to the color again. Sometimes I wonder what I'm I got excited for a short bit though. See? This is what I'm saying. Look at that depth of field. This is in focus, this is out of focus, this is out of focus. This is what I was talking about earlier. Dude, you're like doing the corrections as I'm saying them. That's kind of crazy. I mean, not corrections, but you're like doing the things I'm saying after they, or before. I can't talk. I love when there's something in the foreground whipping like that. So obviously this is closer to us, so it's moving faster, but I love the way it looks. So great composition here, great framing. This is, it's just a really fast parallax whipping back, but I love it. I love it. This is awesome. Dude, what? I can't wait for you to make something in Infinite. Oh my god. Propped open on the street in the ghost town. Take a breath, grab the mic, here we go again. Crowd thin and I pretend that I ain't noticing. I killed him too. Yeah, that ghost town thing like took my breath away. Such a nerd. Again? Eli, you're so unoriginal. I'm just kidding. That's like. And the color came back in. Hey, the color and like the hurricane. I'm having a good time watching this. This is sick, bro. This makes me want to edit. That's when you know it's good. Yeah, this is great to like way to send off MCC and let's to go on to Infinite. Like this is perfect. I'll turn off that shotgun sound effect. The shotgun sounds sick. They can be louder than the sniper sound effects. It's a different frequency. It's so subtle, but I really like it. Like just a slight. I'm pointing with my hands, like you can see. Like I won't say radial blur, but it's masked out in the middle with a fade. Might not be that, but that's another way to do it. I'm trying to catch my breath. I would wonder if it all could be what it seems. Nobody wake me up, please. Life is but a dream. But there I go, letting my mind get ahead of me. Music's all good. Super copyrighted, but the whole Mac Miller into this. I remember the first one. Okay. I would have cut out and maybe not showed that stuff, because the bits before that were synced so perfectly. But you know, everyone's different. Ooh, back to the radio. We're on Last Resort. You zoom out, that one piece is in masked. I quit. No, I'm just kidding. It's unique. I like it. Dude, I don't know, Eli, why I thought it was a fucking panther at the beginning. Not like the logo, but like the eyes early on. The data, remember? Oh, for the radio. I'm like, okay. I'd maybe have music here just because it feels a little weird without it. Like, because there's not music, I want to click off sooner. If this was on YouTube, I would probably click off because, I mean, I wouldn't personally because I want to see what you have to say and everything. But as just like a standard viewer, I'd maybe click off just because there's no music here. If that feels weird to say. Also, not to be that guy, I would definitely have masked out this and had to go out of focus too because there's a bit there, the background is in focus. But you know, I'm nerdy about that stuff. Eli, you got a bright future, man. Halo's going up. You're in a good spot. Everyone in Halo, really. It's about to be crazy the next year. Turn that dial up. Come on. I don't even know if I'm recording my mouse, I realize after all this. You've come a long way, man. Everyone thought you had a lot of potential early on. You had your own flow, your own style. You went with kind of I would say a fun style. Like a lot of people, especially my editing is not fun. It's very like generic, right? Your editing is very fun, and this one maybe a little more generic. Some of the ones you go through, not generic, but a little more standardized. But man, this was this was sick. I'm definitely gonna rewatch this a few times. Like this is one I'm gonna add to a list of montages to watch when I'm like trying to hype myself up to do my own editing or just to get hyped up in general. So I think you knocked it out of the park. I literally give it like a 10 out of 10 AA edit. Man, the Infinite's gonna be crazy. The stuff we're gonna be able to do. Oh, Eli, your clips are nasty. Obviously, I'm commenting on editing mostly, and you're just shooting AFKs. No, I'm just kidding. But no, the clips are sick, and yeah, man, I like the style of the whole thing. I feel like you guys work together in unison on like this art styles and themes you're going with. When the color came in for that one time, oh. All right, I know this is way too long, so I won't drag it on too any further. Yeah, great video. If you guys want me to review one of your montages, you have to either be the editor or the player. Look at you, I'm looking at myself here. You know, we just ignore that. I was testing some stuff. Just link it down in the comments. All right. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks.